and this is the daily time frame, we are oversold on this first dip. So that's one thing to take note of. Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host Jitsuko Toshiro, bringing you the latest cryptocurrency updates and trading strategies here all on this YouTube channel. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter. My tag is Jitsuko Toshiro. I give you guys basically real-time updates regarding my trades and my ideas regarding the market. And if you like this video enough, please smash that like button. Let's get that algorithm up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm at 40 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. Let's add to that number. So let's go ahead and get started. Today we're going to be talking about a triple bottom and basically what it is and how you can benefit from trading it. So triple bottom basically means, and this is literally the Google definition, sometimes that's the easiest way to do these things. It basically tells you where all the buyers are taking control of the price, and it tells you when price reversal will occur. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. I'm going to basically talk shop with you guys and show you guys how I trade some structures and how they work out for me. And I am a swing trader overall. Sometimes I do scalp, but let's go ahead and look at this swing trade. So this is Bitcoin on the daily time frame back in 2019 when we had that bottoming formation. And so as you can see here, I'm going to use this marker just to show you guys what I'm thinking and annotate as we go. So Bitcoin's coming off a massive downtrend, and it looks like it just had a random spike up. This is arguable that you could have traded this, but you might have been stopped out with this move down. So right now we're basically just watching and hunting and looking for something to trade. As you can see here, Bitcoin is kind of losing the momentum of the uptrend, and you can see that has a nice little rounding formation and the price actions following through. One thing I like to use when I'm trading is a RSI, or relative strength index. So let's go ahead and add that in here. I already had one here, so let me go ahead and close one of them. And as you can see here on the RSI, and this is the daily time frame, we are oversold on this first dip. So that's one thing to take note of. If you're a patient trader, you're going to make note of that. So we are oversold, but that doesn't mean we're in the clear yet, right? So you have to make sure and understand that if we're oversold, we will see some relief, but sometimes that relief is actually just relief for the price to go lower. And that is also a scary thing, especially when you're trading in a bear market. You can see that the trend has been down for the past few weeks on this chart. And you can see now we're retesting these lows. So one good thing to note is that, wow, so you can see that we made a lower low, but a higher low on the RSI. If you watched any of my other videos in the past, that is called a bullish divergence. So you can see that playing through. I wouldn't actually be afraid to enter a trade here and a long, only because my confidence is so high that this bullish divergence is going to play through, especially on the daily. These things play out nice. So we have a lower high over here, and we have a higher low on the RSI. And you can see the clear area of resistance is kind of just this horizontal range of 7,600 and 7,800. Let me mark that with the box. One more thing I actually want to show you guys. Boom, we have our third bottom in. It looks like we made a triple bottom. So you can see we have 3 bottoming spikes, and we have a relative strength index that's trending up. This is all good news for you to go long. And as you can see here, now the price action is moving up. And so if you waited for that to come through, you can see that now you have basically took a trade. And I told you guys I wouldn't be afraid to enter just around here. You just made a 20% move in a few days. I think that is very good, especially when you do it on a 5% leverage. That's almost a 100% move in such a short amount of time. You are basically doubling your money. Now, where is your target for this? So let's go ahead and pause this. So the target for typically a triple bottom is there's 2 ways you can do this. Number one, you can, so let's say we entered our trade around here when we got that confirmation, right? So you can actually just basically put a stop loss underneath these lows. So if we break down these lows, the trend is invalidated, correct? Secondly, you can take note of one more thing with the price action, and that is the it's almost like a W formation. So you can actually, if you are one of these traders, this is one strategy that I've seen traders use, and it's basically you measure the base of the price action and you basically copy paste it on top of the resistance. What do I mean by that? So we have our established resistance here. Okay, so we have our established resistance, we have our support. So basically you take the move and you measure it, and then you attach this basically, and it will tell you the price target. And you can see here that the price target almost nearly met, but sometimes if you actually go a little too precise on these moves, you won't ever reach your profit areas. So sometimes it's nice to actually just take profits a little bit sooner. What do I mean by that? So if that is your target, you take your profit around here, and that is totally fine. Even if the trend goes up to 20K, doesn't matter, you just finished your trade. Another trading strategy I've noticed, so I usually don't do this, but I think this will benefit a lot of people, because 95% of it isn't really just finding these structures and trading them. It's actually how you execute closing your trade. And if you can learn how to close your trade properly and, you know, walk away with profits, that's how you become a really good trader. So second thing I would like to point out, so that was one strategy. You take the base and the height, and then you measure, it's a measured move. The second move I'd like to point out is basically you can draw a new trend line here. So we can establish a new trend line, and you trail your stops. So let's pretend that you started off the trade here and your stop loss is underneath this line. We finally move up, so now you can move your stop losses to break even or some profit, and then we make another move up, so you make a new stop loss up here. And basically what you're doing is you're creating a higher stop loss every single time we move up. And if you do that, you really don't care where the price action is going until you get stopped out. That's another strategy. You'll always win if you do that, if you move your stops positive. It's just a safer way to trade. And honestly, the best way to trade is being safe, because a lot of people, they tend to miscalculate their moves and they get a little greedy, and they think that now it's the exponential move to the moon, and it's really hard to find the bottom as a trader as opposed to a investor. So make sure you're trailing your stops or you're taking profits, and that's the key with trading here. So we just went over two things. Number one, we went over a triple bottom and we used RSI to back our theorem. And then second of all, we went over two ways to trade. So number one is you measure the base and the height and you follow the move up, or you can trail stops all the way up with the appropriate resistance and support. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you guys do like this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then also, if you like my content enough, please follow me on Twitter. My tag is Jutsuko Toshiro. And as you can see here, I do post my trades and I post my wins and my losses. My most recent trade was an 80% move. So if you guys like my content, just subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do supply you guys with the best information and the most genuine information I can give you. Best of luck to you trading. Good luck with the rest of the market and predicting the moves. Thank you.